Today, Sunday, the 9th of March 2025, we have some hand-picked match predictions for the NBA upcoming event, which you can make your picks in the list to boost your winning by a greater percent. This event will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in the list to boost your winning. And to those of you who want to have access to our hand-picked event for the NBA match prediction picks, then of course you want to make sure to join the Level 2 Pro plan to have access to our hand-picked event to take your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. You want to make sure to access the link and join as a member of the Level 2 Pro plan to start having access to our handpicked events we share to members only. And before we proceed to the event of today, yesterday's event we shared 3 games with you. And of course, out of these 3, we have 2 of 3 as wins. And based on the past 2 days' events, all have been very successful. So let's look at the result of yesterday before proceeding to today's event. So based on the event of yesterday, the first game we shared was a match between Charlotte Hornets against Cleveland Cavaliers. In this event, we said that Cleveland will win, and it leads 118 by 117, making it successful. In the next, we looked at a match between Denver Nuggets against Phoenix Suns. We said that there will be the possibility of 210 to 215 and 215 to 220 goals in full time. You can see 125 by 125, a total of 250. In other words, if you go for 210 to 215, successful. 215 to 220, successful. And this event was also successful. In the next, we looked at a match between, Oklahoma City against Portland Trail Blazers. For this event, we look at the possibility of goals over at least 210. And of course, for the 210, we had shortage, and this was the event that was not successful. For the away team, did not have too much of goals scored, and it defended based on the gameplay they had. So we had 2 out of 3 for this particular yesterday's pick. And we have just recently shared our handpick event to members only. And if you come to our channel here, you're going to see the one we have shared. And if you come here to the front page of our channel here, this area that says the home, and you're going to see members only match prediction picks, which we have just recently shared to members only. Once you're a member of the Level 2 Pro plan, you also have access to our handpick event based on goals match prediction picks in terms of football event, goals match predictions, corner kick predictions, and you can see the basketball match prediction we have just shared, and you can see 3.6 odd, which we have shared to members only. And we are also going to recently share another one just few moments from now. And once you become a member, you're going to have access to all of these features to take your winning to the next height. So if you are not yet subscribed as a member of the Level 2 Pro plan, you want to make sure to do so that you are going to be accessing our handpick event, especially for the basketball handpick events, which we share to members only. And you can as well take advantage of other handpick prediction types based on football. And you can see corner kicks, goals probability, straight wins, our top upcoming events, which we share to members only, and much more match prediction events. You want to make sure to take advantage of this feature. So you want to go ahead to subscribe as a member of the Level 2 Pro plan. To do so, the link is below this video description. So without wasting time, let's proceed to the first game of our today's pick. So looking at this, you can take advantage of our handpick event by making sure you become a member of the Level 2 Pro plan. Once you're a member, you have access to our handpick event, which we share to members only in terms of the basketball match prediction picks, as well as other pick events like football game prediction event based on goals probability, as well as corner kick events, as well as straight wins and other upcoming top match prediction picks we always keep sharing to our members. So that being said, let's look at the first game of our today's pick. So looking at the first event in the USA, that is NBA, we are looking at Houston Rockets against New Orleans Pelicans. For this event, of course, the recent performance of the home, in terms of the home event they have had, have proved that they are very amazing recently. But they just recently had a loss against Sacramento Kings, which 113 against 1-3. But the performance is still good. Looking at that of the way, they have tend to lose more games. And looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they've had by the form, of course, the form here will prove that the home team, in terms of the home game played, have proved that the win rating for the home, that is the home Houston Rockets, as you can see here, the win rate is 0.6 at home. Even though that of Orleans is also 0.6 at home, but Orleans is at away. So let's look at the away performance of Orleans at the way. And looking at this, it win rate, Orleans, as you can see here, prove that the win rate is 0.4. And looking at 0.6 comparing to 0.4, we look at the home as a favorite for this particular event. Therefore, we look at major pick here in full time. For this particular event, we are looking at the home game to take advantage of the defense of the away with a win percentage of just 0.4. We look at the home as our favorite to lead this match in full time, including overtime. So we are looking at the home to win, including overtime in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at still in the NBA, Milwaukee Bucks against Orlando Magic. The recent performance of the home in terms of recent game played have proved that they are very amazing. They have a very good rating, win, 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 win. But that of Orlando have lost some games, and the performance rating in terms of the stand by the games they have recently had, the form of the home have proved that the win rate percentage at home proved that they sit here in the fifth position with win rate percent of 0.8. They are good, but that of the away in terms of the performance they have recently had, the win rate of its opponent is 0.4. And looking at 0.8 comparing to 0.4, want to look at the home as a favorite. Therefore, look at one major pick here. For this particular event, we are looking at the home as a favorite to lead in full time as a major pick, including overtime. Looking at the next, we looked at Oklahoma City Thunder against Denver Nuggets. For this event, the home have proved to be very amazing in terms of recent event they have had. That of its opponent, on the other hand, have proved that they do concede much as compared to that of the home. The stand performance of these two in terms of comparison by the form, Oklahoma City, of course, have proved that by the home, they tend to sit here on a good place with win rate of 0.8. That of its opponent, on the other hand, in terms of the recent gameplay they have had, they sit with offense of 0.6, that is win rating 0.6. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this particular event, the home is our favorite, and they've had major wins in recent events they've had. With good rating of win 0.8, we looked at it to be the favorite to win in full time as the best pick here in full time, including overtime. Looking at the next, we looked at a match between Miami Heat against Chicago Bulls. For this event, both of the two sides have proved to concede much, and they do score as well, especially that of the home. Chicago also, on the other hand, score much and also concede much. The stand performance of these two by the recent event they've had, the form, of course, of the home, have proved that Miami Heat here, the sit here with this rating of win of 0.6. That of its opponent also, on the other hand, with the win rating here, the sit right here in the 8th position, 0.4. And they also want to impress. And looking at this, we'll look at two major picks here in full time. For this particular event, both of the two sides want to impress. And since they are coming for this tournament to compete, there'll be more impression rate causing shoots on and off target more, resulting to goals and conceding of goals. So look at over in both sides. Goals probability of between 210 to 215. Also between 215 to 217. So look at this range 210 to 217. That is 210, 215, 215, 217. You want to look at this range in terms of overs. And this is our major pick for this event, for this game tournament for today. And if you want to access our handpick event, which we are just ready to be shared very soon, then you want to make sure to subscribe to the Level 2 Pro plan to have access to our handpick events, which we share to members only. To do so, the link is below this video. You want to click, navigate, and join as a member to start to benefit from our handpick event, also having access to top-notch bet class tutorials to take your winning to the next height. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.